Weep, Grana, Weep, and Ninny Bong, and welcome back to my channel. And it's been a while since we've done something on a Tuesday, but I'm coming back with some news and stuff and things I've found from the four corners of the Tinterweb. So if you like the sound of that, why not think about giving me a like, a share, and a subscribe, because it really helps me out. And also, next Tuesday I won't be making one because I'm away with work again, but hey ho, comes and goes. At the beginning of my videos, I do like to shine a light on some things that aren't necessarily Transformers related, and this one, if it transformed, it would probably make it to the big show, but it has to kind of be on the pre-warm-up because it's just a Cyber Ninja Turtle. You heard me, a Cyber Ninja Turtle. It doesn't transform, but it is robotic. It is going to be available from, I believe, Kapow in the UK, but then also is going to be available from ShowZ. Look at this bad boy. It is just a thing of beauty, and if it just transformed, there is something coming where there's a turtle that transforms into a turtle wagon. When that one comes, I think I'm going to be all over it. I just wish this one transformed as well. What a beauty! So yeah, if you like the look of this one, this is from Heat Boys. This is the HB0012 TMNT Leonardo Mecha, and yeah, it has my thumbs up.
And now the news. Don't touch that dial.
And we're going to kick things off with a local toy shop in the UK called The Entertainer. Now, if you've been wanting to get your hands on a Black Zarak and didn't want to fork out absolute fortune for that bad boy, right now, The Entertainer has 60% off. Yep, you heard me, 60% off. Wow, that is absolutely incredible. Fantastic figure. Really like the way that this one looks, and at that price, yeah, it's hard to turn that one down. As far as I know, teams, sorry if you're in the States, as far as I know, they don't do any international shipping, but I will leave a link down in the description if you want to check it out and see if they'll ship it over to you, or maybe you've got a mate over in the UK that can buy it and then ship it to you. Absolutely awesome. Also, Size in the UK. Yep, Size in the UK have got Mighty Jack's Megatron bust. Size in the UK, by the way, is a sneaker shop. Why they're selling busts of Megatron that are at a reduced cost, I have no clue. But if you want a nice bust of Megatron, head over to Size. Couple of places getting some decent looking stuff in as well. That comic version of Shockwave is now winging its way over to ShowZ. I own a version of this figure. I think it's absolutely phenomenal, and it's just a mini masterpiece. Basically, New Age is just killing it these days. Also, Kapow in the UK getting a few Star Wars, but what caught my eye was the Ulti-Metal super chunky Rodimus Prime that pulls off its fantastic pose. As far as I'm aware, this one doesn't transform, does look pretty cool, but comes with a pretty hefty price tag. Heading over to the world of FunBee Studios. Yeah, FunBee Studios, the team that make all of those 3D printed stuff that Hasbro just don't, are making some Energon stars. So if you are a big fan of Transformers Energon and you remember the Energon stars gimmick, you can 3D print some. I did mention that Lek Customs has their own YouTube channel, and of course this wonderful transformation that they've done on this Scorponok from a pretty normal looking Scorponok to this thing of cell shaded beauty is now available on YouTube as a video that you can watch the process. I'll put a link down in the description, and of course, Lek never sleeps, so they've already got their next project in the works. How fitting that it's a 4 Max. Cyber Era's take on Bumblebee is getting a bit of a repaint here, and I really like this repaint. I've seen a few people saying, oh, I'm not sure about it, but for me, the black and the yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow together is wonderful. I wish some of the yellow actually came through on the alt mode though. And I wish they transformed the alt mode maybe a little better in some of these pictures. But hey, I don't own this figure, but for me it looks pretty damn nice. It's going to be available on ShowZ and places like that. Let me know your thoughts on this one down in the comments, and do you wish that alt mode had a little bit of yellow coming through with it, or are you happy with it being a totally black Beetle? So over on Weibo, we have had a few more pictures of the MS Toys MS02 Light of Peace. They gave us Light of Justice, and now they're giving us Light of Peace. So Light of Peace is their take on an Optimus Prime, and yeah, it looks pretty damn nice. It doesn't necessarily look like it's made of marshmallow, which is always my kind of challenge with Magic Square figures, that they'll just look a little bit marshmallowy. Looks like it has some really great ab crunch there, although the ab crunch looks a little bit like he comes away from the body. Let's be fair, I'm not necessarily a big fan of ab crunches where they don't look connected necessarily anymore, and you can get that sometimes with, especially with Prime's ab crunches in some things. Let me know your thoughts on this one down in the comments. I know this is releasing very, very soon. Something that is coming very, very, very soon is this version of Hoist from Fans Toys. Now, for me, this is not the best looking version of Hoist we've ever seen. I do think it's a little bit off, something to do with the proportions and things like that. Let me know your thoughts on this one. I've had a few conversations with a few people who love it and a few people who think it's an absolute abomination. Something I have been waiting on for a while though is this bad boy from APC. Yeah, this is APC. They're kind of fourth party re-releasing and sometimes upscaling the Transformers Prime figures, and this is the one that I have been waiting for. Hey, this is Bulkhead, not the one that we got with Legacy, which is just all kinds of wrong. This is the Bulkhead my collection needs. I did not pick this bad boy up back in the day, but now I will be all over it. Look at how cool this figure is. APC releasing really, really great figures. Their version of Megatron from Prime, by the way, is one of the best Megatrons out there. If you don't know this company, get on them, especially if you love Transformers Prime like I do. New Age is showing off their newest take on Lucifer. Lucifer is Starscream, and one thing that New Age are really, really, really well known for is they release a figure and then all the repaints, all the slight retoolings that come out for it. And usually I'm on board with them. This one, I have to say, I think you've just jumped the shark a little bit on this one. This is supposed to be kind of battle damaged, but I'm going to be honest, dude just looks dirty. He just looks like he just needs to go through that Cybertronian plane wash, give a bit of a soak, a little bit of a rub-a-dub-dub-dub-dub, and then he'll be all nice and looking and clean and ready for battle once more. Let me know what you think about this one. Have they jumped the shark on this one? I think so. I think battle damage could have been done a little bit different. This does just look dirty. He's just dirty. From one figure that may have jumped the shark to the next one that is absolutely gorgeous, Air Guardian is starting to get into some people's hands. This is their take on Jetfire, and you can see some size comparisons now with the Takara figures and the Hasbro figures, and he's a big bad boy. Now bear in mind all these are legend scale, so he is pretty big when you can compare him to like an Earthrise or a War for Cybertron take on Starscream, and he's still even a little bit bigger than that, so very, very nice. Earlier we mentioned that they do love a good repaint and a slight retool over at New Age, and I think we all knew that this one was coming. So this is the more kind of classic toy take on Jetfire, Skyfire, whatever you want to call it. This is that. Comes with the faceplate, so you can still change it back to Jetfire, Skyfire, whatever the hell you call him, but this is more closer to a kind of Macross version. So if you know that he was originally from the Macross saga, then you know about that crossover, and I'm sure there's plenty of other videos out there that explain it a lot better than me. But yeah, this is pretty brutal looking. I think this will also end up in my collection. I wonder what else they'll do. Shattered glass? Probably. Let me know what else you think they'll do with a Jetfire, Skyfire, whatever you want to call him. For those of you who like your Transformers card games, now apparently there is something from Vanch, I'm probably butchering the way that we call that, something called Vanch Studios are releasing an AR card game. So there's going to be physical packs, and I think there's some augmented reality stuff that goes with this as well. Really thin on the ground with all of the information on this one right now, but you can, as you see here, head over to their website at the moment where you can take a sneak peek at the cards that are going to be available and also their rarity and things like that. So we've got all of the cons here. So we've got a good old Shockwave, we've got a Megatron, we've got a Soundwave, and then we've also got Jetfire and Starscream's alt modes as well. So you know, with a lot of these card packs, you get the alt mode, and then you also get the version that we have from their bot mode as well. Now, some of these packs have already been showing up in Hong Kong and places like that, so if you're over there, maybe you've already got this and you can maybe shed a little bit more light on how this game is played and how it all works. Other than that, head over to the website, and they did show this little trailer here on the website as well. That's pretty cool. So this little trailer shows off the cards and then shows off a little bit of the augmented reality gameplay as well. I'm excited for it. So Kapow over in the UK are showing off a few more pictures of the little mini Rumble and are saying that the teeny weeny dude right here is going to be coming this October. Pre-orders are not available just yet, but we know it's coming in October. So cool. Also, last week we spoke about Bone Crusher, and down the side, if you look really closely, even though he is an NEST aligned figure, we can still see where the true alliances lie. All hail Megatron! If you prefer your primes to be a monkey rather than a truck, then Hasbro have got this for you. It's $20. It looks like it's worth $20, maybe $5, maybe dollar store, maybe pound shop. It's definitely the pound shop version. That's an ugly monkey. So on Saturday we spoke a little bit about Legacy Breakdown with the one picture that I could find. Since then I have found a few more pictures. A few people have commented, is it not just a recolor of Wild Rider? Looking at these pictures, maybe there's a little bit of extra tooling on the back, but other than that, I think you're right. I don't think they've changed too much. It's a bit of a recolor. Maybe there's some slight tooling changes definitely on the back. I'm looking forward to seeing what they look like side by side, but I don't think we're getting a specific Lamborghini shape here, even though from the side they still managed to pull it off. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on this one down in the comments. Also, have you seen a better image of this, and maybe just the car on its own? If so, point it out to me and I can check it out then and put it in my news for Saturday. Hasbro PulseCon is almost upon us, and day one will feature Transformers, Power Rangers, and all kinds of stuff. Day two is going to be G.I. Joe, Avalon Hill, and a few other things, including Indiana Jones as well. If you're a Hasbro Pulse Premium member, you will get a few little extra bonuses. They've also released this agenda telling you when the pre-show is and what time all of the different panels are. So I will be covering from this the Transformers, obviously, and then also I'll be covering a little bit of Avalon Hill, because the kind of things that I like to talk about are also Hero Quest and things like this. If anything else comes up, I might chuck it in there, but for me at the moment, certainly from a Hasbro point of view, they're the only two things that I'm interested in. But hey, if you would like me to cover anything else from it, let me know down in the comments, and maybe I'll make a little extra video, because I know I've not been filling my quota all the time, and I've got a little bit of spare time this week. So that is everything from me on this Transformers Tuesday. And while we're doing this extra video, I just wanted to address one point. I know also I've not been doing very many reviews recently. Somebody did ask me when are the reviews coming back down in the comments. It is just a time thing at the moment. I'm splitting my time between here and spending time in Europe quite often at the moment due to my work commitments. Once I get back into a rhythm and certainly get some time off, I will start doing some reviews. Some of the figures that I'm going to review when I come back, things like Motormaster and things like that I picked up. I know everyone else has done reviews on them. I'm going to do one as well. So thanks to everybody for sticking with me. The reviews will be coming back. Up until then, we will continue to do as much news as possible. And I'll see you in my next video. Alright, see you in a bit. Peace!